It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we've got Brian Edwards. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Packers and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
First open way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Do what you do.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. On second down, it's Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Bryan Edwards with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. A check down here to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Running right, Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On second down, they'll run it here. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll find Smith-Marset complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They'll try to run this one in. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Kyle Rudolph. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They go back to the ground with Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run again with Dillon. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears do.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. He'll drop to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw here on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Andy Isabella, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are back within a score. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody is still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Point after, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Hands it off out of the gun. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Second down at 5. Now back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. He'll go right back to Tunyon. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, good move. So a good punt there, but a very strong 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 1. toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got Edwards now on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him, release and incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to Smith-Marset. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 13. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DeAndre Swift, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Adam Thielen, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. The Chicago offense set to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt.
See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to be Packer football. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jeff Swain, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheets and go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jeff Swain, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 4. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. He's got the first down and more. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll set up a... Now he'll escape, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety.
Disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, He's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
This one fielded at the 5. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this down to the 35. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 5. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now a carry here for the fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Keeps himself upright. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys.
Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense.
Always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So the Packers down by 2. At time, a huge factor. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass complete, Tunyon. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Chicago,
it was too little, too late as they finish off the regular season with a mark of 7-10.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Packers, The loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.